Good morning, it's 4:37. Farm News. USDA thinks U.S. farmers will plant less corn, less soybeans, and less wheat, with corn showing the biggest decline in acreage. At the opening of its annual Ag Outlook Forum, USDA announced their survey showing planted corn acreage at 89 million acres, down from 2014's 90.6. Soybean acreage should slip to 83.5 million from 2014's record 83.7. And wheat acreage down to 55.5 million from 56.8. Winter wheat seeding forecast to be 1.9 million acres lower than last year, but USDA sees an increase in spring wheat acreage, particularly in Durham. Overall wheat acres, though, down 1.3 million. USDA forecast record U.S. meat and dairy production due to more pork and poultry, milk production seen at a record, and USDA expects a decline in the value of 2015 crops, lower crop prices due to other countries increasing production. The value of exports of China may be down in 2015, but that country should remain the largest destination for U.S. agricultural exports. For the fifth straight year, they will take 60% of U.S. soybeans. Bismarck, North Dakota market analyst Eugene Grainer spoke to corn growers Wednesday in Fargo. He says it's likely not the acreage number of corn that will determine the price, but rather the value of the U.S. dollar.
Whether it's an 86, 88, 90 million acre corn crop, whether it's trend line or above trend line, those numbers will dictate whether we're checking out $3 or we're above $3. My concern is the U.S. dollar will likely experience higher interest rates later this fall, probably in the fourth quarter, first month of the fourth quarter, around October would be a key window for it. When that occurs during harvest time, your U.S. dollar is probably going to be north of par. For those that know what the dollar pricing is about, that it'll be higher than it is now. With that, I'm afraid you're going to see the board, even if we was to plant, 87, 88 million acres and have a trend line yield, with a stronger dollar, we're going to still see the corn board likely at $3 or below $3, and then it's just a matter of your basis levels in the area.
Monday morning, we'll hear Grainer's outlook for the price of soybeans, and Tuesday, his outlook for wheat. The group that wants to open a beef processing facility in Aberdeen, South Dakota, met with Brown County commissioners this week. New Angus says work is progressing on schedule with their goal of opening the facility sometime this year. The San Francisco-based New Angus LLC plans to open in the facility where the failed Northern Beef Packing plant was located near Aberdeen. The contract dispute that has crippled international trade through the West Coast seaport has been going on for 9 months. U.S. Labor Secretary Thomas Perez held what he called positive and productive meetings with both the Dock Workers Union and the Maritime Association, which represents companies that own, load, and unload ocean-going ships filled with U.S. exports. But as contract talks have stalled, so too has the flow of trade. And that has frustrated many agricultural shippers, including Castleton, North Dakota's SB&B Foods.
We loaded some containers the end of October. Expected arrival to the customer in Asia was the end of November. Their containers arrived on the 10th of January. So that is almost a month and a half late. Very frustrating. These are companies that don't, especially in Southeast Asia, don't have the ability to store and carry inventory, so they need just-in-time service. That's not just-in-time service. So a lot of companies are very frustrated. I just got back from North Asia, and companies are furious. When is this going to get done? How much longer is this going to happen? We can't deal with this anymore, and I'm afraid we're going to lose some business over it. I believe the president should intervene. This is seriously affecting the economy, and I think something needs to be done. Quite frankly, I think they should federalize this. Take this labor union and federalize it. Put them under federal employees so this won't happen again. That is one possible solution that might help. I don't know the dynamics of that, but something has to happen to not allow this to happen again. It'll get settled eventually, but this has really been serious.
The Agriculture Transportation Coalition estimates the cost for the port delays and congestion at $1.75 billion per month. The North American Meat Institute says the losses for the U.S. meat and poultry industry has topped more than $85 million per week. Even the U.S. Labor Secretary Perez does not have legal authority to force an amendment, and we'll hear what Bob has to say about that Monday morning here on The Ag Show. It's 4:43. Right after the break, we'll come back and check the outlook for snow today, the wind and blowing snow today, and the falling temperatures for the weekend.